to anything else right off. But then when they hit that interval, especially the periodical cicadas, they'll crawl out of the ground, crawl up on one of these trees. You'll even see them on blades of grass, and they'll molt, so they'll lose that exoskeleton, that outside layer. And of course, that just like a butterfly or what have you, that new one that emerges is going to have wings, and that's what you hear making their way around. And basically, of course, those guys only have one thing on their mind. They're trying to find a mate. The females, basically, as soon as they lay their eggs, will die pretty much immediately. We can just kind of hold up right here in the shade real quick. Get to that shoe time. I'm not too happy with these shoe strings.
Sandstone block. It says, look up and to your left, bricks from the more than 700-year-old Pueblo are visible. Maybe we need to get over here. Yeah. So here, you zoom in, that's where we were up on the top looking at all those ruins. Oh, sorry, right there. This is where we were. Can't hold my arm still.
Oh, right here.
Uh-huh.
It looks like we're at the top, almost to the peak. I'm not breaking a sweat anyway.
Oh, hey, there's that rock right above our head.
Oh, that is cool.
We can kind of hold up right here in the shade again.
Okay.
Hello. Echo. Oh.
So then tell us about the black stripes.
So the black stripes are where the water comes down through the crevices. The snow melts, the rain melts, and it comes down and pools here. The oasis.
Kind of cool. Cattails. I have not ever seen any other cattails in New Mexico.
That's a good stream right there.
Mm-hmm.
Too. It'd be cool to see it falling down.
Mm-hmm.
Each group left small bits of their story inscribed in stone, reminding us that they stood by this pool just as you do today. The pool was rimmed by a sandbank in the early days, and people could walk or ride their horses around its circumference. Oh. In the 1920s, park managers deepened and dammed the pool to provide more water for area ranchers and their stock. In 1942, a heavy rock fall destroyed the dam and filled the water hole. After removing 1,125 truckloads of rock,
Wow.
workers reinforced and lined the dam with concrete. This dam is what you are standing on today, so what we were standing on.
Oh.
Okay. Passed by El Morro, but very few women left their inscriptions. Miss A.F. Bailey was one of the exceptions, headed from Missouri to California in 1858. The group followed the route newly surveyed by the U.S. Army and at the time known as Bill's Wagon Road, which passed by El Morro. If America Bailey had known what she would encounter later in the journey, she may not have continued. Just east of the Colorado River, 800 Mojave Indians attacked the 60 Anglo travelers. The Mojave killed 9 and injured 17 while suffering 87 casualties themselves. The pioneering caravan settlers along the trail of western expansion probably used hammer and chisel, knives, nails, or other tools. Oh wow, look at how good that one is.
No. Chisel, obviously.
In charge of 25 camels used by Lieutenant Bill in 1857. After his work with Bill, Breckinridge returned to his home state of Virginia and fought in the Civil War. He was killed during a skirmish at Cannon's Landing, Virginia in 1863. Many Spanish inscribers wrote "Paso por aquí," or "pass through here." In Spanish, the inscription before you, is this number 9?
Yep.
The inscription before you says A25 del mes de junio año de 1709, which basically translates on the 25th of the month of June of this year of 1709. Oh, so tomorrow. Ramon Garcia Jurado passed through here on the way to Zuni.
Oh, and we were in Zuni.
That's what it says.
Por aquí pase.
From the time Ramon Garcia Jurado moved to New Mexico as a colonist in 1693 until his death at the age of 80 in 1760, he was witness and participant in the Spanish settlement of New Mexico. It's likely that he was on a campaign against the Navajos during his visit to El Morro in 1709.
I cannot see what I'm videoing, so I hope I'm getting...
Land from Mexico to the United States. This new land, the New Mexico Territory, opened the way for the Americans, the last of the inscribers, to come through El Morro. Notice the petro... Oh, are we at number 11?
Nope.
Oh, they're over here. Oh, you can see them right here.
Oh.
So notice the petroglyphs, particularly the bighorn sheep and the bear paw. Many petroglyphs depict animals that were once familiar fauna in the region. Their compelling shapes and actions invite us to pause and imagine why people may have pecked them into the bluff. The Spanish inscription above the bighorn sheep petroglyph translates to, "We, Sergeant Major and Captain Juan de Archuleta and Adjutant Diego Martin Barba and Ensign Agustin de Llanos passed by here in the year of 1636. That one up there.
Yeah, I got that one, and there's one down here below.
Cool. The Sergeant Major was not an enlisco. Don Juan de Oñate was inscribed in 1605, 15 years before the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock. Interesting. In 1604, Oñate left the settlement of San Gabriel with 30 men in search of the South Sea, the Pacific Ocean. During their trip, the group visited the Gulf of California as well as the South Sea. On his return, Oñate left this inscription, which translates to, "Governor Don Juan de Oñate passed through here from the discovery of the Sea of the South on the 16th of April, 1605. Oh my gosh, that is super cool.
Yeah. This was a good stop, wasn't it, Jen?
The inscription was not made on Oñate's first visit to El Morro. In December 13, 1598, he passed here from Zuni with a group of Spanish soldiers traveling to the Rio Grande via Acoma. Below the inscription is an inscription that reads, "The ensign Don Jose de Paba Vascolenzo passed through here on the 18th of February, 1762. The year he returned at his own expense the members of the Cabildo to the Kingdom of New Mexico."
Oh.
Using grout to fill holes, keeping out the water.
And the best sign of the day, return to visitor center. Yes.
It hasn't been that bad.
No, it hasn't. Well, let's see. Can I get my watch?
166 is what I have.
Blurry. I was going to video my watch.
Oh, if we